Hey everyone, welcome to the road to Avengers Doomsday. I'm Jonathan, and every single month I'm going back through the MCU, revisiting each movie and showing you how to make custom LEGO minifigures from every single Marvel film leading up to the culmination in Avengers Doomsday. We've made it a long way so far, so be sure to hit like and subscribe, and let's get into today's movie starting now.
Hey guys, Jonathan here, and after a short little break to celebrate my birthday, I am back with the monthly Road to Avengers Doomsday series. Now, since the movie got pushed back, we've got extra time, and if you want to see a video on that, I made it on the channel, you can check it out, but we are visiting Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. today. Now, this isn't every character from every episode from every season. This is what I'm calling greatest hits. Some of my favorite characters and designs throughout all the seasons of the show. And as you can see, there are enough characters here that if I wanted to do a part 2, or if there's demand for it, I could certainly go back and make even more. So if you guys want to see a part 2 to this, let me know. And in the meantime, let's get into the greatest hits from Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. made in LEGO. So we'll start things off with the main man himself, Agent Coulson. We did get an official Agent Coulson torso back in 2017 with the only Agent Coulson minifigure, which is pretty awesome. But this head is just a generic trooper head from one of the rebels from Star Wars with some flat brown hair. But I also do really like the official Agent Coulson head. So if you just use the official Agent Coulson minifigure, honestly, it does work pretty well. But I always like to give you guys a slight change if there's ever one to be made. Here we have Ward, and again, please remember as we go through this showcase that this is a greatest hits, so really what I'm going for is just the general vibe of every character. So for Ward, I gave him dark blue legs, the torso from Indiana Jones from back in the day, the head from Bucky Barnes from the Marvel CMF Series 1, and some spiky brown hair. Alright, for Melinda May, I went ahead and used these legs that have come on several Marvel characters like Hawkeye and Black Widow. The torso is actually a Black Widow torso flipped around, so you still get that militaristic vest look. And the arms are actually from Agent S.h.i.e.L.D. from the Helicarrier back in 2016, I think is when that set came out, 2015. But that way you get the S.h.i.e.L.D. emblem on a dark blue arm. That is a very rare minifigure, but that is the best way to make May the way she looks in the show. The head comes from Helen Cho from Avengers Tower, and she's got long black hair. Up next, we've got Fitz and Simmons, and ironically, I think Fitz could make a very good Constantine custom as well. But anyways, he's got dark brown legs, the torso from Ross from the Lego Friends apartment set, the head from the Nissan Skyline Fast and the Furious Speed Champion set, and some regular hair there from like Captain America or Star-Lord. Then this torso and legs for Simmons come from Harry Potter. I don't quite remember the character's name, but I'm sure there's somebody awesome in the comments that'll let us know. The head is from Captain Marvel from her first movie appearance, like the Brie Larson likeness, and she's got long brown hair to finish out the custom. Next up, we have Skye, aka Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, and I'm actually going to show you a slight variation of this as well, but the torso is once again a Black Widow torso flipped around with those utilitarian legs from Hawkeye or Black Widow. She's got the 2020 Black Widow arms, so you get those great printing pieces on there, with long black hair and the head from Korra from the Tron Legacy Lego Ideas set, but for her later look in the seasons, more so where she's actually Quake, I would go ahead and remove this black hair piece, maybe easier said than done, and put on this shoulder-length brown hair piece. I actually think that looks better overall for the general vibe, but again, I want to show you guys some different options. Okay, up next we have Deathlok, and I'm actually pretty happy with the way this one turned out, all things considered. I used one of these trooper heads from LEGO Star Wars with the torso from Blade from the Daily Bugle, and then these legs from the Star Wars Imperial Engineer characters. I've also got a Star Wars blaster here with a couple Technic pieces on the end, just to make it look a little bit more robust, but overall, definitely a cool representation, I think. Here we have Agent Mack, which is actually one of the simpler ones to build because the legs are just regular black legs with a flipped around First Order torso from one of the like First Order specialists or whatever that character's name is. Then I've got these short sleeves here, and the skin tone doesn't match the head quite perfectly, but it is the best short sleeve look we have as of right now. So I put black hands on there and the head from Falcon from 2018 Avengers Infinity War. I would venture to say that Mockingbird is the best custom in this showcase. I love the way that this turned out. And of course, she's got this long hair that was used on Hermione. I think in some other places too. I just know that's where mine came from. Ironically, I think this head was also used on Hermione at one point as well. But moving down, the torso is the 2020 Black Widow with blue arms, black hands, these short batons, and these legs are actually relatively rare. They're from Lego City, from a Target exclusive cube where a bunch of minifigures were placed in a cube, one from City, one from DC, one from Chima, and one from Ninjago, if memory serves correctly, and they work really well with the black and blue color scheme we need for this figure, and I love it. Here we have the Absorbing Man, probably the simplest custom to make here, right up there with Mack, because the head, the torso, and this arm all come from the Dom Toretto figure from the Speed Champions Fast and Furious set. I gave him like a metallic gray arm over here with the black ball and chain pieces, come in several places like Lego City and things like that, and he's got the dual molded legs with the black boots and gray pants to finish out the look. Here we have Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, and this one's probably the simplest to make because it's just the official Robbie Reyes minifig that came out in 2021. Robbie Reyes is actually my favorite version of Ghost Rider from any media, and I just think he is super, super cool, so I used that. And for his unmasked version, of course, I could suggest using the head from Tasu Leech from LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens with some black hair, although he doesn't really have the goatee at the bottom, so if you wanted to use the eraser method or nail polish remover, you could, but honestly, I think it looks pretty good as is, so I'm just going to leave it. And just for something a little fun, this is Agent Coulson when he's possessed by Ghost Rider, which uses the Knight Rider torso, ironically, dark blue legs, and that head from Ghost Rider. Here we have Jeffrey Mace in his Patriot outfit, which is really simple to make as well. Got that Han Solo style head there with the pushed back brown hair, a flipped around torso, and the arms and legs from an ACU trooper from Jurassic World. And here we have Agent Coulson from the 1970s S.h.i.e.L.D. to represent a little time travel. And of course, we're using the same head and hair from Coulson that we started this video with, as well as the S.h.i.e.L.D. agent torso and legs with tan hands to finish it out. Alright guys, be sure to hit like and subscribe down below and stay tuned. Next month we'll have 2 showcases, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special and Volume 3, and you definitely don't want to miss those. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys on the next video.